This is the UAAP Season 73 Volleyball.
Well, we did say that UST's forte is coming back in a game, and boy, did they make the LaSalle followers nervous in that game. Nevertheless, a show of character and mental toughness by LaSalle towards the end of that set, hanging on to win 25-20.
That's true. A lot of maturity showed to us by the LaSalle squad. What we thought would be an easy first set for them turned out to be, a comeback for UST. But still, they were able to manage to take that set. But again, actually, show of character by both squads.
Yes,
imagine an 11-point deficit for UST, and still they were able to come back. And let's see, it will really make this second set a more exciting set, I think, for a lot of people here and for all of us.
Most definitely a jam-packed arena in San Juan to witness the battle between the two undefeated teams, both 6-0 for a while. Michelle Gumaba was in that section, the serving section, for a very long time. And then reception errors hounded De La Salle. And again, it wasn't about technique. It was parang a lack of focus and a little bit of nerves.
Well, in this game, you'll really see who's who. You'll see who's yung parang madaling bumalik, madaling maka-recover na player. Or sometimes you'll also see yung mga players na, maybe because they're rookies, like Pirutsui kept, she kept her job.
Yeah, she kept her head up. Yeah.
So, then naman, Gumabao had her moments, but then towards the end, Joanne C. took her place.
Oh, galing nung hugot ni Coach Ramil doon.
That's right, and was able to contribute to that finish of the Lady Archers.
Michelle Gumaba was doing very well, but had faltered a couple of times, and then Joanne C. coming in. A couple of very crucial defensive stops that gave this set.
Even yung in and out ng decision ng coaches natin, but before that, DLSU having 15 attack points. UST was able to put up 11 of their own, but in the blocking department, DLSU up by only one. Medyo surprised tayo dito, only one block coming from UST, and LaSalle having only two, and minimal errors coming from both squads. What will really happen here is, mas pressure kay Rhea de Maculangan to do decision makings na, kasi ang LaSalle very steady at the net. You can really see.
Panatikla wide on the attack. First point, second set. De La Salle. Boom Gonzalez, Mosey Ravena for the live and exclusive coverage of the 73rd season Women's Volleyball Tournament on Studio 23. The replays on Balls Channel 34 the next day. Direk Abet Ramos at the helm.
Poor first ball. And Maizo sends it wide.
Maizo still at the back line. And again, you look at that face, it won't show you anything. You wouldn't know whether they were winning or losing.
Well, even losing that first set, I was looking at the UST squad, hindi naman sila faced by that loss. In fact, maybe because they were able to at least go at the 20th point,
sabi ko
naka-recover.
Parang yung feeling nila na, kaya.
Okay naman.
Kaya.
Kaya.
Huwag lang magpabaon ng malaki kasi nabaon sila sobrang malaki. Parang I think UST got a good gauge of what they are against this LaSalle team in that first set. Esperanza had to make up something there. UST now with a chance. Second ball by Maizo. Gumaba was back. And Di Maculangan could not handle it.
Again, that angled hit by Gumaba scores another one for the Lady Archers.
Let's check in with UST with Nico Ramos.
Boom and Mosey, you guys were right on the money when you guys said that losing that first set might not be all bad for UST. Coach Shaq, he rounded up his troops and reminded them of how good they really are as a team. Being down double digits against another undefeated team might have been something that would take them out of the game, but they came back, rallied, and almost won that set. And now it may have been a little later than they wanted, but these veterans are right in the thick of this game. And as for the rookie jitters, Coach Shaq pulled aside Mia Hirotsuji and made sure that her head was in the game, telling her, Mia, you're a good player, kaya mo yan, focus lang. Guys,
I think the experience against NU did her well.
Oh yes, and talaga she'll play a big part in this game. Why? Because as you see on the other side, Esperanza, the only rookie on the side of De La Salle, but yet playing not like a rookie, you know, and then she's the setter. But the attackers are all veteran players for De La Salle. And here she is, the middle hitter for USC, a very important middle hitter. And a lot of, a big role for her.
Chacalarca playing on 5th and final year. Consistent almost every year, especially with that serve. Panaticla, combination play for UST. Second ball again by Maizo. Esperanza up top. And Cha Cruz going to the corner. Panaticla again on the other side through the blockers. That ball is still alive. And able to save it.
Maru Panaticla once again with another point from the open hit. Si Maru has to really adjust to her spiking decisions. She has to get that angle where she can score a point kasi hindi siya ganun katangkad din. At as tall as, let's say, Aiza Maizo. And what's more difficult is that she has tall blockers in front of her.
Maizo.
Again, sending it wide, trying to go for the touch.
And she didn't really time the ball correctly there. You know, me and Ann were talking about her. Maizo, when you go to her percentage is so high in terms of getting it, you know, getting a score or getting it to the other side. And every now and then she will make that mistake, but she is afforded that because of the way she's played for this team. Cha Cruz again. Panaticla digging. Caballejo attacking. Kumabao saving that. Every part of your body you can use to keep the ball in play.
Great exchanges here. This rally and Aiza Maizo.
You see how she wound up?
That's true.
Parang talagang linagyan ng konti, binigyan ng konti pa. Eto, look at the wind up for this attack. You know it was gonna be.
Alam mo ang tawag dyan, nainip. Nainip si Aiza.
Ayaw na gusto na tapusin.
Tagal ng rally niya.
Let's go to Job De Leon from the DLSU side.
Boom and Mosey, that run by UST in the first set really got Coach Ramil fired up. He then turned to the girls and asked them, why? Why are you pressuring yourselves? He told the Lady Spikers that you can't let your guard down for one instant. You can't take your foot off the gas. He wants them to play steadily and play consistently. He said, because once you let go of that, you make room to doubt yourselves. And when that happens, you're more prone to pressure, you're more prone to errors, and that's what we want to avoid in this game. Boom and Mosey?
It's like listening to a report from last year's finals. It's almost exactly the same.
That's true.
Again, and we'll say what we said during the pregame. You know the problem. Well, you don't want to call it a problem, but the issue probably is a concern for them. It's really a mental thing.
That's right. And imagine that firm hold on the start of the first set, and suddenly a change of momentum, giving it to UST at the middle of the set. You know, something to be worried about.
Yeah, because you won the set, but UST feels confident going into the second set now, knowing that they came back. But great serve by Cha Cruz, but Panaticla couldn't get to it, so the technical timeout. LaSalle gets to it first here in the second set. Live here at Studio 23, ABS-CBN Sports. At the arena in San Juan, the crowd enjoying the kind of action that UST and LaSalle have been providing quality volleyball, no doubt, by the two undefeated teams.
So in volleyball, it's the green and the yellows.
Today.
Today.
Balloons, clappers, shirts, all indicate the...
And even if it's a weekday, they all come here to support.
Maraming salamat.
Thank you very much to all of you.
At hindi naman kayo napapahiya.
First set pa lang.
Hindi naman kayo pinapahiya nitong dalawang kupunan na to.
First set pa na. Sulit na, sulit.
Caballero gets a help from the net. Getting them to 6, serving 8.
Ortiz has been quiet.
She has been.
For the part of UST. You will really need her in this game, especially that LaSalle plays like a real team. You know, everybody contributes.
A Tigress through and through, talking about Hirotsui, the high school, now playing for the college varsity team. Esperanza on the second ball, too high. Hirotsui taking it. Caballejo again.
Going was there.
Solid play for going. of speed by Stephanie. Ortiz.
That was well read by the archers.
So was this by Caballero. They go back to Judith. Chance for LaSalle here to Stephanie Mercado. That's a net block, I was about to say.
It did go over for Steph Mercado. That point goes now to UST. Great angle there. Really see it go over.
One of the best looking